Hola, this is your vocabulary, well, actually, your notes packet for Unidad Preliminar, packet 5, and we are talking about technology and devices and our nuestro tiempo libre in this unit. So, first let's start with the vocabulario. So, las actividades de días, we're going to talk about activities in our day and things that we do in our free time. So, our vocabulary, make sure you write it down and pause and practice your pronunciation. This is also something you can do using our audio in the textbook, but chatear y navegar por internet, salir a almorzar, ver la televisión, hacer deporte, to play sports, ir de compras, ir al cine, ir al teatro, ir a un concierto, salir, leer, pasear, ver, tomar una foto o tomar un selfie, to take a selfie, right? Hacer compras en línea. So our accent's on that one, so it's not linea, it's línea. Oops, sorry. Just maybe not there. Don't want to. There we go. Enviar un mensaje o responder un mensaje. You're going to respond to a message, or enviar is to send a message. So that could also say send right there. Enviar is to send, responder is to respond. Chatear, to chat. Subir a las redes sociales. So redes sociales are like social media, your social network. And subir is to upload or to go up. So you're posting. Cargar, to charge. Cargar el celular, charge your phone. Cargar el iPad, that's what they call it, just an iPad because that's its name. Apagar, to turn off. Encender is to turn on. Another word for encender would be prender. La mayoría de las, o la mayoría de los. Majority of the. And then when you use this, la mayoría is singular, even if you're talking about a lot of people. So if I say la mayoría de las personas, the majority of the people, you would say le gusta, they like, right? Le, it's singular because la mayoría is a singular thing, the majority, it's one thing. Even though las personas, or a las personas les gusta, I mean, a la mayoría de las personas le gusta. So you're going to use singular with this. Like la mayoría es. La mayoría de la gente es alta. The majority of the people are tall. So you would just note that that's used with a singular adjective or singular verbs because it is a singular thing, even though it's talking about a group. And then the last one is por ciento, because we're going to talk about percentage. Not percentage. Percentage. There we go. All right. Those are vocabulary words. Make sure you have them written down. And then we're going to talk about some, because we have a lot of pronunciation in here. We're just going to talk about and try to focus on the sound of S, C, E, C, I, and Z. And you're going to notice in some of the audio that we hear in this unit comes from Madrid. So you'll notice that in Spain, they're going to use the S, the C, I, and the C more like a like a TH. So be like cenar and ciclismo, or almorzar, aceite, cine. So they see a CH, but that's in Spain only. As long as you know that that C is a S sound, not a K. That's fine. It makes the S sound in everywhere else. So the letter C plus A or CO or CU, those are our soft vowels, A, O, U. They keep that letter C as a K. No, sound like in car. But if it's with a C with an I or C with an E, those are our hard vowels. Those are like the strict ones that make everybody change their personality. It makes the C go S. So cenar, ciclismo, cine, aceite. So the CE and CI is a sound. C with everything else is a K. And that's pretty much the same in English too. So like science is a C with the E. That makes sense to us. Also know that the QU with an E or an I says K, like car too, like que and quien. But when QU is with A, O, or U, then you can say qua. And those soft vowels let that U still be pronounced as qua, quan, no, that's QCU, quanto. I'll think about something. Anyways, usually it's a C. Okay. So let's just pronounce, and your audio journal one day this week also has you pronouncing these letter words and practicing desayuno, cenar, ciclismo, almorzar, despertarse, so there are two, despertarse, aceite, cine, and su. That's the biggest one people will forget because the Z, zeta in Spanish, is not a Z, not a buzzing noise. It's just an S. Su. Su lógico. So it's just an S sound. So we're just going to focus on those letters and pronunciation this week. So just when you see those, think about it and practice. So a couple more of our vocabulary this week and what we're going to be looking at. Let's look at the picture. There's lots of things going on here. And let's see. Some of these words you might never have seen before or the structure, but let's see what you get. See how far we get. So if I say, está paseando los perros, do you see anybody who would be doing that? Which number would that be? Está compartiendo un mapa. Sorry. Where's the map? Here I see perros, número 2, right? Mapa, está compartiendo un mapa. Están paseando. Remember from our vocabulary, paseando, pasear. Oh, it was over here. It's to take a walk. There it is. Go for a walk. So, pasear, están paseando. And está tomando una foto here. Doesn't have a number, pero están tomando una foto. Están paseando. Está leyendo. Leyendo. He's reading right here. Ahí está. Está leyendo. Okay. Let's look at these ones. And I'm going to read them and I'm not going to tell you. See what you guys get. So, está montando en patineta. Está corriendo. Está tomando una foto. Está sonriendo. So, ¿dónde está montando en patineta? If you said here, está montando en patineta número 5, estás correcto. Está corriendo, ahí está, número 6, está corriendo, en chiquito. Y está tomando una foto, número 7, estás tomando, o in certain countries they say sacando una foto. In South America, so they say sacando una foto, not tomando. So, está sacando una foto de ellas, de las amigas, and ellas están sonriendo, so you could say, ella está sonriendo, there's, ella está sonriendo, if you look really closely, lots of them are smiling, so what is that structure? What are we looking at here? If you said the present progressive or ing, like they're doing these things, he's skateboarding, he's running, he's taking a picture, she's smiling, then you're right, that's present progressive. You might not know that that's what the name of the tense is, but that's what it is. It's a present progressive form. The present progressive, to make it, you have the right form of estar plus the present participle. Present progressive is a structure that's used only to talk about things that are happening right now, in the moment, at that time of speaking. So, mi hermana está hablando con sus amigos. My sister's talking to her friends. It's happening right now. Again, estar plus the present participle, which is the ing form of the verb. Now to form the ing form, it's very easy. You just, to form the regular present participles, you need to drop the ending of the verb, the AR, ER, IR, and just add ando for AR verbs and yendo for ER and IR verbs. So it's like you're adding an I and an E for ER and IR, and just the ando, the A, for the AR verbs. So ando and yendo. Hablar becomes hablando. Comer becomes comiendo. Vivir becomes viviendo. There are some irregulars, and if you notice, like ones that have these EER, that makes it in the ones that end in CIR, because that C or the IR, the CIR but ends in CIR, you're going to change it, and the Y, EER, they add a Y. So like leer becomes leyendo, and IR, if you drop the IR, there's nothing left, so you just say yendo. Dormir becomes durmiendo. That's the stem changing IR verb, so the O just changes to U in the present participle. So just durmiendo. Estoy durmiendo. I'm sleeping. Decir becomes diciendo, and vestir becomes vistiendo. So those are just some of the ones. And then I think I also put in your notes creer, which is an EER, so it'd be creyendo. CREYENDO, creyendo. So remember the two verb go walking rule. Sometimes in English we use the ing form of a verb, where in Spanish we use the infinitive. So if I say me gusta leer, it's like saying I like reading, because you can't, if you have this already conjugated, you're just going to use the infinitive. Because what you're really saying is I like to read. You like the activity of reading. And in English, the ing present participle is actually used as a noun. Correr es divertido. Running is fun. It's like to run is fun. You're actually using the infinitive as a noun in this tense in Spanish. So in English, we use it, the present participle is the noun as the activity. In Spanish, they're going to use the infinitive as the noun. So if you want to say I like doing something, you say me gusta and keep it in the infinitive. Don't only use the present participle. Only use this ing when you are using it with estar. All right, only use it when you're using it with estar. Okay. Word order with reflexive verbs, just to go back, because we were talking about reflexive verbs a lot last week, and we're going to continue using them. So before the conjugated form of a star, you would say always, just like any other object pronoun, direct object, indirect object pronoun, or in these cases, we're reflexive pronouns. They can go before the conjugated verb, so me estoy vistiendo, I am getting dressed, or at the end of the present participle. So estoy vistiendo me. In that case, we drop the accent, or we add the accent to the strong part of the verb, that E. So if you're needing to use that reflexive verb when saying something is getting done, then remember just to put the participle or the reflexive part before the form of a star, or you can attach it to the present participle at the end. And then lastly, I would like to ask you questions. So if I have ella se viste por la mañana, or ella se está vistiendo, or ella está vistiéndose, these two mean exactly the same thing. And so they can be interchanged. Ella se está vistiendo, ella está vistiéndose. They mean the same thing. But what's the difference between ella se viste por la mañana y ella se está vistiendo? What's the difference between those two? This one, ella se viste por la mañana, it says she gets dressed in the morning. And this one means in that exact moment, ella se está vistiendo, she is getting dressed now. So it's the difference of saying I eat bread and I am eating bread. One is like I do it. Yeah. Sí, yo como pan. Estoy comiendo pan. I'm eating bread. It means it's happening in that moment. So it's a time thing. One is general. This is exact, happening right now. That's the difference. Okay, those are your notes for today. Bye.